Hello, my little mobsters. This is Mobius Rex of the Mobius Archives, and we are playing Auction Not Included. I'm actually just off the last recording here. And I've started getting our Wheezewort dug out. So our dupes, Ren, who is our exosuit engineer for people who don't have exosuits, he's running around. What is actually required for that? I don't even have anything that we can use. Let's go ahead and get that research started then. I think that's all the way down here. Textile loom and then environmental protection. There we go. Someone will research that. Did we ever get anybody for just tidying? Supply, art, operate, farm, reject all. Sorry guys. Yeah, so I discovered something. These are not getting phosphate because no one can reach them. That's kind of fine, but kind of not. So we'll just give them a little bit of extra tile up here so that they can reach it. We have no oxygen here. I added in the gas pump and a filter a while back off camera just to pull all the oxygen out. But I forgot to turn it off, and now we have no atmosphere in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to add some automation in here. This is going to be the automation phase. Atmospheric sensor, automation wire. Oh, do we have none? Come on. There we go. And we're going to set that. It doesn't take too long to get that started. Assuming they can breathe, which it can't in this room. It's almost vacuum in this room. So we want this to activate when it's above, let's say, 1325. So this will no longer pump oxygen or pump atmosphere out of the room, oxygen or carbon dioxide, which will allow the carbon dioxide to fill out. This gas pipe is pumping out carbon dioxide once we actually get it. Now, the problem is, I'm starting to see oxygen problems, and I'm not entirely sure why. We have oxygen down here. So let's just check our ventilation. We have some stuff. We have oxygen coming out. That's fine. I'm guessing that this area here is actually sucking up too much of the oxygen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to deconstruct this. I'm going to deconstruct this line too and replace it with insulated gas pipe. Just like that. And we'll actually go ahead and put in a... Well, we could toss a gas shutoff in. Can I put atmospheric sensors? Yes, I can. I'll put an atmospheric sensor here. And a gas shutoff, which is here. We'll toss a gas pipe here and here, and the automation control here. So when this area has more than like 1300, we'll turn off this vent. We don't need to really keep too much oxygen in here. We want to save it for this place. So that we get much more. Yeah, this oxygen is not nearly enough. If the pressure gets too much down here, we can set up some stuff to get stuff automatically pumped out. Like here, it's 5 kilograms of carbon dioxide as opposed to less than 1 kilogram of oxygen down here. So we might actually want to stick a pump down here to get stuff out. And set you to be... Yeah, activate only if you're below 1,000 kilograms. You need power, though. Now, we may actually only want this gas pump to work if this area is above a certain amount. So we'll toss in another atmospheric sensor here. With automation wire. In fact, yeah, we might even want that for the carbon dioxide skimmer as well. So we'll actually hook it up 2 ways. Here and here. To turn off the pump and turn off the carbon dioxide skimmer if they're below a certain amount. Oh, and we're starving now. Why are we starving? We have lots of food. I'm guessing we're out of stuff that people eat. Yeah, those are all ingredients as far as I'm concerned, so get that mushroom started, get that bristleberry started, start cooking. Start cooking at a 6. Temperature in here is almost down to 30, so this plant can start growing. That's my canary in the coal mine, the bluff briar. And temperatures in these areas, this is actually getting kind of warm. Not liking that, but we should be mitigating stuff with... Yeah, we got the wheezewort out of that area. There's another wheezewort seed. We could try tossing that in here. And I think what I'll do, I'll actually toss another flower pot out this way and have it cool down this atmosphere on this side. How's our atmosphere going, by the way? 600? That's not particularly good. I'm gonna drop this down. Drop this to 800. If it's below 800, then it's gonna activate. If this is above 1,000, it's going to activate. So these aren't going to bother doing anything until it's above 1,000 grams. That'll keep more carbon dioxide down here. Also let more oxygen and natural gas build up. We'll see how that works. Oops. We'll see how that works. Alright, so we have a wheezewort here. This is here. This is important. Or rather, I wanted it here because this area has all the heat from this water. Now, I do want to use this geyser and this water to make a conditioning area for the water so that we can pump out cold, refreshing water on this side. This is a bowl of fruit. Must be something under here. A table. There's a table under here. I don't think there's anything else in here that we're interested in. But yeah, we can use the cold biomes to make cold water. And use that instead of this. But that'll be in the future. Yeah. Atmosphere's getting bad. Why is that? Why is there no oxygen pumping? We have a lot of oxygen here. We're full on hydrogen. Okay. Okay. Okay, what do we do? What consumes hydrogen? Well, I know power. I know this hydrogen generator does. This question is... where do I put it? I want to keep it close to the power, so I'm going to actually put it... wait, I can't? I'm going to put it here. I'm going to dig out this area. I'm not too concerned about the chlorine in this area. Get this tile going. Just like that. And get this dug up at a priority 6. And that means this can be turned... we can get some of that bleach stone out as well. All these beepings as the atmospheres are going up and down as they're wont to. And actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to deconstruct this. I'm going to swap places. Because this is just powering this side of the world, more or less. I'm going to put the hydrogen generator on this side with the heavy wire going into there, and then replace the power transformer on this side. Oops. On this side, but turned around. I think that allows us to put something else in between them. And get that heavy wire coming across like that. Get rid of this wire. And get the wire connected through there. Well, that should do. Now, to get... invalid building location. Why is that an invalid building location? I need to move it over one. Yeah, apparently I needed to move it over one. And that'll do. And now to actually get this hydrogen out before everybody suffocates. Poor planning on my part. So I think we just add gas pipe here. I'll add more ladders. Just so we can get that gas pipe going. And then that allows when we have the overflow. Although this isn't over. Oh, there's no power, so that's not pumping. That's what's going on right now. Power's back on, apparently. And they're building the hydrogen generator. So that should allow the atmosphere to pass through again. We'll get this hydrogen system almost working. I think I'm going to have to pass up and through here. The bleach stone won't hurt. As long as I can reach this will be fine, I think. Might have to add tile here so they can walk. And this will be a hydrogen-only pipe. Going to have to do creative management of lots of things, I think. I think I'm going to want a tile floor across here like that. It's just because we have 3 different pipes right up next to each other. Then they get into the madness area, which is our piping scheme up here. And we have to somehow hop, skip, and jump all the way over here. This is going to be fun. And while they do that, so we don't suffocate, I'm going to turn this back on. We should have some algae. Yeah, we have 8.7 tons of algae. I've killed most of our, or removed most of our algae terrariums, and I've deactivated these for the most part, but we still need them occasionally. What are you doing? I like the idea that there's polluted oxygen here and that we might be able to use it for, to get slime. So let's see, if I can get this all the way up here, we can just do some bridges over the pipes to get it into here. So we have a bridge going this way, working backwards, like that. It's a ridiculous amount of bridging. Like this. Going across here. Down. Oh, no, not that one. Then across here. And down. And like that. I need a ladder to support all this. Support some of that build at least. I got this pipe up. Yeah, I think I'll keep the tile that we're building there. This is unreachable. Why is this unreachable? Why is that unreachable? Possibly because we can't get down off there until this this tile is done. Gotcha. Fortunately, I don't think any of this is actually affecting any. Well, something's affecting something. We are getting atmosphere in, but this hydrogen backlog is a problem. Okay, I'm going to sacrifice one sleet wheat here. It's not cold enough. So I'm going to dig that up, and eventually put in a flower pot to make sure that this is and put in a wheezewort just to make sure this area is cold enough in general. So that should take care of the atmosphere problem around here. But we still want to look at eventually. Haven't got around to it. Hasn't been an emergency, but taking care of our heat problem in our water system. And conditioning that water prior to actually using it. There we go, and we'll just toss that flower pot in right there. And see if we have a wheezewort that's easily accessible. Not easily accessible, but doable. Anything up here? Not really. So we'll grab this wheezewort. Eventually. So this area down here was concerning me a little. And I think what I'm going to do is add in a gas pump. Just out here, because of how much carbon dioxide, it's like 400 grams of carbon dioxide coming out there. We're going to add that pipe, tap it into here. This goes into our main line. And we're going to add an atmosphere sensor, which is going to activate down here when it's above, let's say, 1,000. Or 1,500. Because I think at some point in time, if they're in an area that has too much pressure, it affects they get popped eardrums, it's a negative mood. And we'll call it 1,500 for now. If that's having a negative effect, we'll do something about it, because we might end up having the oxygen flow down here, and then that dragging all the oxygen out of this area, which we have some, barely. We're getting enough carbon dioxide in this area to keep it nice. And I think we're almost fully flowing. We just need a couple ladders done. And then the, oh, look at all that liquid. I guess that's the chlorine that came out of this area. Flowed down through this door when the dupes were going back and forth. And it turned into liquid chlorine once it got down here. Fascinating. This chlorine hasn't frozen yet, but I guess it's not exposed to cold enough temperature. It condenses at minus 34. Here you definitely have minus 40 temperatures. When does this solidify? It freezes at minus 101, so we're not going to get there anytime soon. I don't think this has the ability to freeze at minus 101. It gets down to minus 50, and that's about it. Actually, it looks like we might be having atmosphere problems again. Yeah, this is still the same problem that we're trying to fix with the pipes. Once those pipes are fixed, we should have the hydrogen flowing back out. We might want to put a valve in there to prevent too much of it from going out. One more piece, Camille. One more piece. You can do it. There we go. And the spice will flow. I mean, the oxygen will flow again. So the first few things coming through here. Oxygen at 37. Really? Wow. Let's see what it comes out as. Alright, there we go. Oxygen is leaving the system at 6.2, 17, 20, 27, 16. It's better than it was before, but at least it's leaving now because we are consuming it. Where's more ventilation? F7? Yeah. Any extra isn't going into this area because it's all blocked up. All the excess is flowing into these pipes, which is then being dumped into the hydrogen power system, which should be consuming it. We've got a little bit of a backup here, but I imagine it's getting less and less all the time. Yeah, that is going away, because this will consume everything it's got, producing lots and lots of power. Probably want more batteries to hold that. Alright. But that actually seems like a good system. You're working. Yeah? Pipe blocked? Well, that's fine. So it looks like we have some polluted water here still. So we definitely have a backup going. Or backlog going that's preventing some stuff from flowing out, but that's okay for now. Alright, we have pinch of pepper nuts, allowing us to make, well, once they get harvested, they'll allow us to make more pepper bread. We don't have any mushrooms. Let's see. Stuffed berry. We have... What is that? That's bristleberry and pinch of pepper nuts, so we'll go with that before going back to the gristleberry. I might actually want to have... Ooh, something... Rotten bristleberry. Ugh. Something went bad. These might not be holding the things that I want them to hold. Alright, and I think that's about it for now. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, leave us a like. Just going to set these hand senators right, or left, or right. Right, there we go. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, leave us a like, leave us comments and suggestions. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe. We do use subscription to know who's watching and who likes these series. So until next time, have a good day and a wonderful night. Bye-bye.